Hello everybody. Today we are making a very different video. Sorry I haven't done these in a while, but I figured to do one anyways. So in this video, this is a video on how you can make a very affordable and easy first dust collection system for a beginning shop. Because I have one and I didn't want to spend thousands of dollars on a normal dust collector, and my circuit panel won't be able to handle it. So if you only want to, if you have a tight budget, this is a good alternative for you. So here we go. So I'll start off down here. This dust collector system runs with a shop vac, which is really user friendly. So that's the shop vac down there. I believe it's a 1.4 horsepower dust collector or dust. Or not dust. Oh my God. Shop vac. So and it's a 5-gallon. So it's good. And I just have the exhaust hose going into that bucket, which is the diffuser I made. But then this pipe goes up to here, this filter box. But the inlet hose is hooked up to the top of this. This is a Dust Deputy Cyclone dust separator. You can buy these pretty much anywhere. You can buy these from Menards. If you don't have one of those, you might be able to find this at Lowe's or Home Depot. If you can't find that, you can also buy these either from Amazon or eBay. You can find these everywhere. And there's also a Super Dust Deputy Cyclone, which is a much larger unit of this guy. But I think the colors only come in black, but they might have a clear version. But those are more meant for actual dust collectors, and those normally are rated for 4 to 6 inches with piping and dust collectors. Basically, how the Cyclone works is it makes a little tornado inside it. All the dust gets flung out and puts into any container you have this mounted to. In this case, I have it hooked up to this 5-gallon bucket here. And any very fine dust, normally the stuff you cannot see, will get sucked into the vacuum. It'll keep the keep the vacuum cleaner, and it'll make the filter last way longer. So I have it hooked up with a sweep elbow, and if you are wondering why I have these, I know they're more expensive than the normal elbows, but if you have sharp turns, it will also cut off suction and won't make the system as efficient. It goes up to here. It is very important that you ground the system if you're using PVC pipe, because it will generate static inside the pipe. It will either cause a fire or you will get zapped with a vacuum hose. So very important you use it. Most likely have it as a ground wire like I do, or use just bare copper wire, which I have some right here, but this was originally when I had the system really small. I have the elbow go over here, and instead of 250 or whatever, those are small elbows, I use a 45-degree elbow, which is good. So yeah, and then instead of using T's, same reason, you should use a Y on this. So I have another sweeping elbow going down to here. This drop. My local Menards didn't sell blast gates the size I needed, so I just used ball valves. But you can build your own blast gates if you want to, but I just went for an easier alternative. This is why I did this little thing, because it was just off-center a little bit. That worked, and this is just to clean up the shop or whatever. And I have another run going here, going straight down here. So I have a little piece of dust collection hose. You can get this anywhere as well. You can, like Rockler would sell this, but I got this off Temu. But you can get from there. You can probably find the same thing on Amazon too, but you have to make sure this is the size you need. And I have a fence. I will use this, like if I'm using the Dremel tool on wood or anything else, I'll generate dust. Or if I'm using the drill, the jigsaw, or anything else. But in the future, I might actually put another Y here, so I can have like a miter saw or whatever. But yeah. And if you're wondering what size I use 1.5 inch PVC pipe. You can use any size PVC pipe so I think the biggest PVC pipe you can use on a dust collector like this is 2 inches or 2.5. So that'll probably work, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. So I just used 1.5. I originally used only a 1-inch pipe, but that was causing problems such as the system clogging. But I wouldn't really recommend use these ball valves. There's what I did, because I don't have a card and I can't get a blast gate off Amazon. So I just use that, and I don't recommend use these because they're a lot harder to turn. You have to turn them, and it's pretty tough to do, and they do get clogged a lot. So be careful. So, yeah, I would test it, but I don't feel like making this video too long. But, yeah, that's my guide on how you can make an affordable and easy first shop dust collection system. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and thank you for watching.